Okay, guys, we're back. We're back, and we are down to the final 72 hours of our campaign. Um, Man, it's been. It feels like it's been a long journey. It actually has. I think this was a 10-day campaign. Anyways, let's just jump right in, and we're gonna start turning it into overdrive. It is Thursday evening, about 8:21 p.m. Mountain Time. And let's just take a quick overview. So let me just refresh this page here so that we get like up to the minute reporting. So this is just stats for today, okay? Now, when we left off, we created a couple new ads after having just let our one ad run continuously over the last few days, the nursing students, right? So we created a couple more ads, and this is how they're performing. We've got 714 reach here, 826 here, 48 post engagements, 33. We've got cost per click at 9 cents and 13 cents, which is pretty in line with what we were doing up here. Our click-through rates, this one's a little better than our main ad, and this one's a little worse. We have spent on these two ads 452 here, 446 here today. And on our main ad, we've spent 1982. So this is just today. Now, I don't recall exactly where we were at sales-wise. What was it, 81? 82? Anyways, we are at 86. So 86. I thought we were at 81. Were we at 81? I don't even recall. Anyways, let's assume we were at 81. So 5 sales after having spent 28.80. So 5 sales, if we do the quick math, 18.26 times 5 equals 91.30. And if we subtract the 23.80, that gives us 67.50 profit. 67.50 profit if we divide that by the amount of our profit per shirt. Or no, sorry, if we divide that by 28.80. Anyways, we're in the positive, right? So we're probably 2 to 1 to our money right now, which is good. A little better than 2 to 1 to our money. And today was a little slower day than usual. I think we've been averaging about 7 sales per day. 7 sales per day, and 7 sales per day, and right now I think we're at 5. In fact, let me see here for today. Yeah, we're at 5 sold for today. Maybe 6. I'm at 5. Okay. Anyways, nonetheless, we're making progress. The night's not over. We may get another sale or two in before the end of the evening, which would be right in line. However, we are spending a little bit more because we've increased these. I mean, we can go in here and check this report and see. Now, the Facebook reporting is not always accurate, meaning it doesn't really reflect all of your sales. So I'm just going to go in here and choose actions. A couple things I like to look at is website clicks and checkouts. As far as costs, I like to see my cost per click. So let's do that. And these are the ads that we're currently running today. So really, it's only showing us sales for this one ad, which I believe is our nursing students. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's only reflecting sales for that one. Let's see. If we bring in our Teespring analytics here, we can see, yeah, we've made 5 sales today. See if we can gather any additional information. This line is kind of flat, and that's because, again, we haven't been really doing a lot. We just pretty much left this campaign on autopilot. What else is interesting to look at? It's kind of interesting to look and see where most of our sales are coming in. I mean, 12 orders in the 7 o'clock hour is phenomenal. Let's see. So basically, it looks like between 5 to 9 o'clock is killer hot. Um, Between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. seems to be pretty consistent, and 4 p.m. seems to be dead for whatever reason. Here, I like to see this. Less exposure, more sales. Less exposure, more sales. Same thing here. Actually, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, just Sunday and Monday, it looks like we, drove more traffic and got less sales. What's our conversion rate for today? I'm curious to look at that. So 2.34, it's kind of average for this campaign. We're averaging 2.44. If we come down here, you'll see our actual stats: 171 page views and 5 sales. So that's going to be a little bit more than 2.4, but either way, that's where we're at numbers wise there. And unfortunately, I don't think we're getting a lot of registers here with our variable data. 5, 3, 1. Page post ID, page post 2. But besides that, let's see, we've got one right here. New pages. So 2 views, 2 page views, 1 order, 2 sales. That was from our new pages. So new pages, I'm going to have to go back and see which one. Actually, new pages would be probably not that one. Although we can look real quick and see. It is this one. Unless if we also name the other one the same thing. So new pages here. Let's see our other one. Did we change our variable data info? We did. This one's called labs. So it did record that one. So if I were to cancel one of these 3, this one's got our lowest click-through rate. I do have 22 website clicks though. 22 website clicks for $4.46 is going to be pretty much 20 cents a click. Let's just do the math. I'm not good with it in my head. So, whoa, where did we go? Which one was it? Right here. So if I go $4.46, divide that by 22, yeah, 20 cents. Here, 452 at 27. Divided by 27 is 16 cents. I like that. And here, for today, we'll say $19.82 divided by 83 clicks, 23 cents. So, and it continues to perform well. I think if we would cancel one of these 3, it would probably be this one here. Although I'll be honest, I'm a little reluctant to close it out because it's bringing in clicks and not too expensive, 20 cents a click. So I'm pretty reluctant to cancel this campaign out. Clicks equal money. So I'm going to leave this campaign just the way that it is. If anything, I think what I will do is, since it is Thursday night, I am going to increase our budget for nursing students, which has proven to be a pretty good winner here. You know what? Okay, so here, I'm backtracking. I'm going to do that first thing in the morning. I'm going to let this, unless if I get, some sick amount of sales here shortly, to prove me otherwise, I think I'm just going to leave it until tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Anyways, besides that, I don't know. What else do we need to find out? I mean, we're going to ramp it up tomorrow morning, so I'll record a new video, show you exactly what we're going to do, because we're going to turn on some of our old campaigns as well. And I mean, I really plan on spending somewhere between $150 to $200 in ad spend alone on just this campaign to see if we can't really drive sales up. I think what we're also going to do is see if we can't scrape some audiences to increase, I don't know, just to see if that really makes a difference. One of the mistakes I made, you know, I'm not an advocate either way for dark posts. These are dark posts. I wish they were showing on our fan page. And in fact, let's take a quick look at our fan page actually and see how much it's grown. Look at this. This is great activity though. And this is awesome social proof right here. 878. And that's the other thing that I will do probably tomorrow afternoon is comment on everyone's comment here. But as we can see, we've got here. I'm going to put the most recent up at the top. It looks like we've got 2 that I have not liked yet. Okay. Either way, we've got a lot of social proof here. But anyways, what I was saying is that, you know, I really wish this was on our 332 shares. Tell me that's not phenomenal. I really wish these posts were actually on our news feed. Why do I wish they were on our news feed? Because I want to be able to retarget everybody and anybody who's commented, liked, or shared our post, right? And as of right now, I don't know of a way to do this. If you guys know, hit me up. I'm interested. But as of right now, I would really love to retarget with an ad or a specific ad for everyone who has liked, shared, or commented on our posts. Okay, and I know we can do that with retargeting, but really, can we? With retargeting, I mean, I'm not sending these people to an outside URL, you know, so I'm not able to retarget them from a website click. But anyways, hopefully Facebook will come out soon with a retargeting ability for likes, shares, and comments for people who have engaged with your posts. Alright, so that's where we're at for now. We're at 681 likes. We've come a long ways. Let me know if you guys have got some questions. Otherwise, we will see you ready to rock and roll in the morning. Alright guys, peace out. Hey guys, we are back. It's Friday. It is about 11:30. Just before noon, and it's time to crank it up. Actually, I meant to do this a little bit earlier today, but a little chaotic around the house with the kids and getting them off to school, and had an appointment. So anyways, I was trying to get some additional exposure, getting some ads out, do some stuff kind of under the gun, and so I kind of prematurely did some stuff a little sloppily. So let's go ahead and clean it up. So basically what I did is I tried to just quickly go in and see what were some of our best winning audiences, right? And not just that, but how can we group these audiences together so that we're making sure we're not doubling up over different ad sets, you know, basically targeting the same people across different ad sets. So I had created this one, which is basically just a duplicate of one that we'd ran before. This one was targeting interests of I love nursing, funny nurses, love being a nurse, nursing crib, all these, right? And so I recreated it and threw it in here. And this has been running for maybe a couple hours, and it's only gotten a reach of about 30. It's gotten 4 clicks, 13% click-through rate, which is great, except for, you know, most of those were other types of post engagements, and I'm really only looking for website clicks. Here's the thing, is that I think we're going to monitor this really closely. And what the other thing too is, when I saw this particular ad when we had ran it before, it was part of the reason I had turned it off, because we were getting a ton of post engagement, but hardly any website clicks at all. So I'm thinking that may be an issue with this particular ad. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay. I think these are just social people who like to click like buttons and share buttons and comment, but they don't really ever buy anything. The ones that we have had a lot of success with, let's kind of go over them. So interests, this one was a newer one that we had ran. You know, it's getting kind of a lower click-through rate, but I did notice that I think we were getting some action on it. I mean, we've gotten 36 website clicks, and that's really what matters. And if we look at, you know, our ad spend to our website clicks, we're getting them between 20 to 25 cents per click. So even though our click-through rate's kind of low, we're getting the value for our money spent. So as far as getting people to the website. Here, student nursing. This one has been a winner from the. Actually, this was a fairly newer one as well. Remember, here, this isn't. This is more interest level geared towards student nurses, but again, we got a 6.4, which isn't bad for this campaign. 6.4 is pretty average, and we're getting 40 clicks for a spend of $8.55. In fact, why don't we take this to a day level? Let's put it just for today and see if we're still maintaining that 20 cents per click mark. Okay, this one we haven't gotten to yet, so let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah, interest, student nurse. Okay, so right here it looks like 6 website clicks for $2.35 spent. Six. That's 40 cents a click. You know, and we've already had 295 exposure on that. I think I may pause that ad because I don't like the performance of that right now. Although another thing to look at is the post shares as well, right? I mean, if you're getting post shares, that could be. I noticed that typically of the shares, I would say probably we get an additional 25% bump in website traffic. What that means is, if say for example we have 100 clicks to the website, actually, I don't even know where I'm going with that. I just know I ran a number somewhere and it told me. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that 25% came from shares. In fact, I would probably venture to say it's actually like 10%. If you got 100 clicks to the website, 10 clicks probably came from shares. Okay, it's not as big of a number as you would think. Anyways, so we pause that. I mean, for $2.35, only getting 6 clicks, that doesn't make me feel comfortable. So let's move on. We want to stay right around that 25 cents or below. Right, 30 cents even or below is good. 40 cents is not going to cut it. Here, $6.71 spent. This has been our biggest winning group so far. And let's see, $6 and 6.71 divided by 26 is 25 cents. So we're still right in line. Okay, and that's all we've got. So basically for right now we've got those 2 winners. The other 2 that I wanted to try, I wanted to go back and find our what were they? Here, well, let's just go like this. Let's go click-through rate. I think this is the one I just turned off. Actually, this is all just showing for today. Here, let's go lifetime. Click-through rate. Okay, 13, that's one we just turned off. This was Canada, Australia. We're not gonna pay much attention to those. This was a custom audience that I tried out for 90. I mean, I tried out a few custom audiences early on when I was getting nervous that we weren't going to be able to, we weren't getting the sales very early on. And I killed those custom audiences right away, which we will probably actually turn back on now that we're towards the end of our campaign to try to boost our sales. But we're looking for general interests or general Facebook targeting ads that we've ran that have been winners. So this one's at 7% with 1,048. What was that one? Targeting male nurses. Yes, remember that? Male nurses. Male nurse or male nurses aren't nurses. We're nurses. Okay, so that one I think I am going to turn back on because the last time we ran, let's see, $8.63. So right here we're at about 20 cents. So I'm definitely going to turn that back on. Okay. Moving on. This was another winner. This is the one that we ran the yellow ad to. Who is this to? That's to the same group. This one's at 6.7%. We had almost 1,000. Yeah, this is the one that was targeting. I love nurses. I love being a nurse. I support nurses. Look at this. $5.78 spent. No website clicks here. That's horrible. That's UK. This one is again same one, except this one seemed to have a lot more clicks. See, this is targeting those funny nurses, nursing crib. What if I go ahead and turn this particular one back on? And I don't know if it makes a difference or not. Maybe it's because of the targeting, the age group here. I'll go ahead and turn that one back on. And then student nurses. That's targeting the interests. Is that the one we just turned off? I think it may be. How about this one? Job titles. This was a big winner for us. Remember that? I'm thinking maybe we should turn this one back on and see if it becomes a winner for us again. I think that's pretty much it. We're getting down into the fours. Okay, so now let's kind of refresh this and see where we're at. So what we've got is we're going to run our interest one here. Our job titles here. And field of study nursing. Yeah, this is our other big winner. Alright, so we'll run those three. Let's look at it from an ad set level and see what I did increase the spends on these as well, so let's just kind of see. This one I've got it set at 85. This one I've got it set at 25. And this one I've got it set at 30. Okay, so let's let those run for a little bit now. And we'll come back in a couple hours and check it out. Now I'm just kind of recapping here, making sure we've got the right one. So 6 website clicks at $1.70. This is for today. This is giving me 26 clicks for 682, which is probably what, 26, 27. Okay, perfect. And as far as spend goes, let's go back to the ad set. Let's see if I think we should feel comfortable with that. Nursing students, I do want to increase this one up to about, say, 50, and we'll just keep a close eye on it. And the reason for that, again, this has got yeah, okay, going back to the ads here. These have got pretty good size audiences, I believe. 28,000, 32,000. And this one's got 240,000. So for that big of an audience, 240,000. Let's do the math real quick on this, because I may increase this ad spend if we've got that big of an audience and we're getting that kind of click-through rate. Let's say, what are we at? What? That doesn't even make sense. Let's go like this. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it doesn't give you the right reporting. So for today, where's our 240,000 audience? Okay, so it's this one. So it's let's do the math on this. 6 website clicks for $1.70. That sounds more like it. Divided by 6 is 28 cents a click. Let's check something out real quick. Let's just refresh. And by the way, we're at 88. I don't remember where we were at. What were we last time we left off? 81. I think yesterday total we had like 6 sales come in. 5 sales, maybe 5 or 6 sales come in. So if we reload this, see, yeah, so for today we're actually kind of low at 1.59 sales per 100. So 1.5 sales per 100. Our average conversion is at 2.35. Total of 88 sales. We're 12 away from tipping, and we have got how much time? We've got 2 days and 8 hours left. I feel pretty confident we'll tip this campaign without having to make any additional investment into buying the shirts. So anyway, so let me just show you the math that I was going to use. And you guys, I'm spending a lot more time on this just so that you can see in detail. I'm basically just thinking out loud, right? So that you kind of get what direction I'm heading in and what my thought process is. But basically at 1.59, so let's go 1.59 times 18.26 per shirt is $29. And if we divide that by 100, that gives us 29 cents is what it's costing us. That's what we're making per sale, or I'm sorry, per website click right now. And that's about what we're spending for clicks to the website, which isn't normally good, but you know, it's early on in the day, and typically on Fridays your sales will start picking up usually after about 12 o'clock, which is it's about 12 o'clock now. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I mean, at least we're breaking even right now with our clicks to our gain. But let's maybe check in, say around, I don't know, 3, 4 o'clock and see how we're doing. Because as of right now, you know, the worst thing that can happen is we spend maybe, you know, $30 between now and then, and we don't make any sales, which isn't too bad. But I really doubt that's going to happen. I would expect that we should be tipping tonight with this budget at minimum, and we should be doubling our money. So anyways, let's let this run, and then we'll come back and check it out. All right, guys. See you in a few. Hey, what's up? All right, here's a quick update. It is Friday night, 10 p.m. Last we left off, we really cranked up the ad spend on our ads for our male nurse hoodie. And I tell you what, the sales didn't quite come in like I thought they would. In fact, I think we started off the day with 86, and after about $80 in spend, I think I was starting to not go negative, but I mean less than 100% return on our investment, which really makes me feel uncomfortable. I mean, if we're spending 100 to make 50, that's not cool in my eyes. I mean, if I'm going to spend 100, I want to at least make 100. Realistically, my goal is to make 200 back as profit, and anything above that obviously is a score. But minimum is 100% return on. So, anyways, I was starting to see that happen, and it's not uncommon when I ramp up my campaigns, and I've got to find out what that tweak is. I don't know if Facebook starts delivering differently, because even with big audiences, it seems like what happens is our ad spend goes up, and so does the cost to market. It's really interesting how, if you guys have been following these videos throughout the week, that our cost per click has pretty well stayed consistent all week, especially with that student nurses audience that we were using just in the general interest in Facebook, right? But today, in ramping it up, and really today was the first day that I did that, what I noticed was those costs per click started getting really expensive. So I don't know if it's because I'm increasing my ad spend, it's forcing me to compete with other people who are also trying to target that same audience, and so it's putting me in the foreground, or putting me right up against the big boys that are trying to compete. And maybe when my ad spend is lower, I'm kind of picking up the leftovers of the ones that that aren't being bid so high, if that makes sense. I really honestly do feel like something like that is going on, because in every scenario, every time I increase my ad spend, my cost per click definitely goes up. So as far as return on investment, what I've discovered, and until I find something different, or if you guys know different, let me know. But what I found is, if you can kind of find a sweet spot where you're say for example, this campaign, we were advertising $25 a day, and I think we, once we kind of ironed out the grooves, it seemed like we had a pretty good system going where we were generating 2 to 1 on our money, about 200% return, meaning for every $1 spent, $3 came back, which 2 of those were profit. The first half, I would say the first few days, we were really struggling to just break even, even money, 100% return. Not even money, but yeah, 100% return. But anyways, and so when I increase my ad spend, it just seems like I don't make much more money than I do when my ad spend is kind of on an even lower keel, right? $25, $30 a day, as opposed to increasing it to $100 a day. So let's actually, just real quick, I'm going to show you some of these numbers. I mean, so you can see, in fact, if I hit, and I've actually turned off some of these ads, just because I got nervous, because I was stuck. I think we were stuck at like 7 sales after having spent like 100, or I don't know, 80, 90 bucks, 70, 80, 90 bucks or something. So anyways, I got nervous and I just turned the ads off. But let's just quickly take a look and see. Okay, so total spent so far for this campaign is $888.24. Our total spent for today is $103. And let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my actual ad. So it looks like now we've sold. Okay, so this was stuck at 93 forever, and so that's what was making me nervous. Looks like we jumped up about 4 sales maybe in the last hour, hour and a half or so. Wow, we are 3 away from reaching our goal. That's awesome. So I'm just curious what our profit margin is here. And remember, I was trying to at least make 100% profit on this campaign, even with as little faith as I had in it from the very beginning. So 97 times 18.26. Oh, wait. Sorry. 97 times $18.26 equals 800. Is that right? 97 times 18.26 equals 1771, and if we've spent 888, look at that. That's about 100% return on our money right there. So I'm about $5 shy of being at 100%, which I mean is close enough, obviously, right? So if we can maintain that, we've got about a day and a half, almost 2 days. This campaign will end on Sunday night, right? Sunday evening, probably around 6, 7 o'clock. So we've got all of Saturday, and I'm thinking the strategy for Saturday, I'm just really, because again, today, well, let's actually look at those numbers. Today we spent 108. We made 11 sales times 18.26 is 200, and we spent $100. Yeah. So basically, we made $100 today, and we spent $100 today. Right. So basically, we made $100 in profit. So that's good. But I mean, we've been making $100 in profit with $25 ad spend. You get what I'm saying here? I mean, we made the same amount of return risking more money, right? When I was spending $25 a day, we were averaging between 6 to 8 sales a day. So let's say 7 sales times 18.26, 127, and I was spending $25. So you get where I'm going here. I mean, I've got to figure out what I'm missing, and maybe it's just I don't know. I'm going to put some thought to it. Again, if you guys have some insight, some thoughts, some input, please let me know. But like I said, I mean, we're risking more money to make about the same amount of money. So honestly, tomorrow's a Saturday. I'm probably going to bring our ad spend down to maybe I'll do $50 tomorrow. And if we do $50 tomorrow, that means we better at least sell like 9 shirts, right? And I'm half tempted to just do 25. Once we've hit our goal of 100, I'm ready to bounce out and get on to my next campaigns. I've actually, as some of you guys probably already know by now, I mean, this is more of kind of a part-time gig for me. I started doing this to help my wife feel like she was had a life outside of just raising our little baby girl, give her something to do. But my main gig is real estate. However, I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I've got some great campaigns lined up. Because I've been doing this case study, I've really only been running a couple other campaigns. I'm doing fairly well. I'm doing okay on those, but I want to get through this so that you guys can get some value out of it, and hopefully you have so far. Love to hear you guys' feedback, your thoughts, suggestions, ideas, thoughts. Let's brainstorm, put our heads together, see how we can really crank it up. I'm really excited about this new campaign that I just got the design back from the designer, and I'm really, really stoked about it. I think this thing's going to scale. I'm actually not even going to say anything about it right now. I'll tell you what. I'll turn that into a case study as well. Anyways, for now, This is Will checking in and checking out. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go watch a movie with my wife and go make some money, guys. Talk to you soon. Alright, guys, let's dig in here. It is Saturday morning, 7 o'clock, and just opened up my ads. Last night, I basically turned off all ads except for these two that seem to be performing pretty well. They're both yellow ads, and let's just take a quick look at them here. First thing right off the bat I can see is $17 OCPM is totally unacceptable. So far today it's spent $4.73, and if we make this just show today, wow, $22 OCPM. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna cut that off right now. It's already spent $4.73. We haven't even had a click to the website. That's ridiculous. 521 is acceptable. Spent $1.60 even though we only have had one click to the website. And this is our main one. It doesn't surprise me. I'm sure a lot of these guys have seen this ad. In fact, let's go lifetime on this one. I just want to see what the frequency is. In fact, let's see what our highest frequency is so far. Highest frequency is on this ad right here, which was to our job title people. Total spent on this particular ad was $328, and if we look at, I want to see what that equates to. 34 cents per click. That's kind of expensive. And I tell you what, our click-through rate, or our purchase rate for these shirts is actually pretty dang good. 3.94 yesterday for basically 4 out of every 100 people that landed on our landing page purchased. But check this out. Yeah, that's cool. 98 so far. We're 2 away from tipping. That's awesome. But 2.46, I mean, isn't bad for, an $18 per shirt profit. I mean, basically for every 100 people. So for every 100 people, go 18. Times 2.46, which is basically every 2.5 people. So basically for every 100 clicks we're making $44, which isn't bad, meaning a break-even point for 100 clicks, or for each click, is 45 cents is a break-even point. So, I mean, if we were able to capture clicks at, say, 10 to 15 cents, our profit margins would be through the roof. I mean, we'd be making 3 times our money pretty much. But because our average clicks are costing us 20 to 30 cents, say 25 cents on average is what our clicks to the website are costing us, that's why we're only making 100% return on our money. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm just making a point here. Alright, but in the process, check this out. I mean, we've built our fan page up to 778 male nurses. That's valuable. I mean, this is more of a long-term asset here, right? In fact, we start creating some engagement on this page, continue to market male nurse shirts. In fact, one of the strategies that I will use moving forward here is, I don't know that necessarily that having a page full of relevant, say, page blog shares or photo engagement is really that necessary. I think if you just have a niche specific Facebook page and direct traffic to it that is t-shirt based, I don't think that's bad. In fact, I think if you just continue having at least a shirt available in a niche, even if you don't promote it heavily, but have a shirt that's available, I think that alone will help you grow your fan page without having to go digging for content or buy expensive software to maintain it for you. So anyways, alright, so coming back here, we need to figure out what we're going to do, because that one ad's not cutting it. The other one's got way too low of a click-through rate. And it is morning. I mean, click-through rates typically are lower, but we definitely want to get something out. So, wondering, one, we definitely want to, because it is the last day. In fact, how many hours do we have left? 1 day and 13 hours. Because it is our last day, we will want to create a post that basically targets our fans here. So anyways, I've got some other things I need to do, so we'll come back to this maybe in about an hour or so. So I'll check back in.